I'll have to outdo myself and make a real feast tonight.
Everybody put on your Sunday best.
Really? Yeah.
We're going to the Olive Garden.
Hello, welcome back to Otaku Tuesday here on Bookend Gaming.
Yeah!
I am Travis.
My favorite kind of Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm Eric.
I like, No, you're right. This is the best kind of Tuesday. I was trying to think of, like, some kind of,
Another alliteration.
TGIF, TV show thing. NBC Thursdays.
Ruby Tuesdays.
Wasn't NBC Thursdays a thing?
Sounds
that was
familiar.
when, like, Friends was on and stuff like that. Seinfeld, it was always Thursday.
Okay.
Must-see TV or something like that. It was always Thursday. I don't know. What am I talking about? There's no good Tuesdays. Ruby Tuesday. You got it. That's the only Tuesday thing.
Yeah. So Otaku Tuesday is the best.
Tuesdays at Maury's. Yes, we are the best Tuesday thing. You all know it. You guys only watch our channel on Tuesdays and now sometimes Fridays.
That's right.
We're on Fruit of Grisaia Sachi route. We're still in the middle of her flashback.
Right. I feel like we're about to... we're probably getting to some
building
sads.
up to a tragedy.
Yeah.
To, like, explain why she is the way she is.
So I'm excited to be back, but I'm also not.
Yeah.
Because I feel the sadness coming.
Right. I got to try to remember the voice I did for her dad. Pretty sure it was just, like, drunken Southern dad.
Yeah. Grab Daddy a beer.
Yeah. Get your little tush over here.
I'm watching NASCAR.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, it'll be slightly different. It's been a couple weeks since I did it, so it's hard for me to, especially for side characters.
But here you go. Now you're young Sachi.
Okay. Before we do that, where are we in, like, real time? Like, did
2023.
Oh, yes, thank you. We took her to the hospital. We're not still at the park with her.
Oh, you mean like...
Yeah.
Yeah, why are we having that? Is she having this flashback?
She's in bed. Remember, she had, like, a panic attack.
She was waking up and she's freaking out. Cause
she's, like, having flashbacks of this flashback, and she's, like, freaking out, and no one's in the room because, like, you took her to the hospital, and then you left.
Yeah, and then left.
Everybody else was there with her, and then they also left.
Right.
But you decided you were going to go back. You just haven't made it back yet.
Yeah, you went... I don't know why. He dropped her off there and then went back to the school and then, like, talked to Luigi... And was like, why don't you go, be with her? He's like, yeah, maybe I do want to do that.
Right. I guess, he was conflicted. Like, should I maybe he was worried he was taking advantage of her.
I guess.
Because she says yes to everything, but she's also, like, a big part of his past. But, like, she loved him.
I mean, he did that whole thing, like, where she was the girl on the swings, and then, like, she was waiting in the rain for him, and then she, like, dies, and he takes her to the hospital.
Right.
And then he's just like, all right, I'm out of here.
Wait there. Yeah, he's like, she's fine.
Yeah. That was a cool interaction to just leave it with.
Yeah, it was more of, like, him trying to be an honorable person and not be, like, didn't want her to be freaking out that he's sitting there with her. Because I imagine she would be like, oh, you didn't have to do that for me, but she literally just did that for you, dude.
That's true.
I mean, you didn't know she was doing it, but still, like, I feel like she would probably appreciate it had you stayed at the hospital. Maybe she wouldn't be having this freak out right now.
Probably not.
Let's go through her Vietnam flashback and see what happened to make her the way that she is.
I'm scared.
Come on, Mommy, over here.
I want to play in this.
Yeah, it's probably got a lot of gum stuck to it.
Ah, jeez. Goodness. Since when was Sachi such a fast runner?
Good question. Can you two take it a little easy on me here? I can't keep up.
He's got like 3 cigarettes in his mouth.
Yeah. No way. Today? Hang on. I got to do her regular voice first so I can get into this other. Sweetenly. No way. Today, Mommy and me are going to take you down once and for all.
Yeah,
there it is. Okay. I was trying to do it like high pitched and it was throwing me off.
Yes, Mommy likes this plan.
Oh, man. What did I do to deserve this?
A happy family.
You're right. Yeah. We laughed and played until evening came. For one day, the machine sat silent in the workshop. In exchange, our house was filled with the resounding melody of the music box. And from that shining moment, I was left with a powerful new conviction. Mighty powerful.
It makes Mommy and Daddy happy when I clean up. If I do it again, they'll play with me more. Motivated by that simple thought, I began to clean the workshop in our house whenever I had the time.
Okay.
Come on, Mommy and Daddy. Work's over now, so let's go play.
Okay. We'll clean up real quick, so at least wait for us to get changed.
And then she's sad. She's like, I just did it. You guys not clean it up?
Yeah.
I'll do it better. No way. If we don't hurry, somebody else is going to capture Sandbox.
Gee, Sachi, you're too much.
Alabama, Japan.
And sure enough, whenever I cleaned up for them, my parents would emerge from the workshop with resigned smiles on their faces.
They said they were from southern Japan.
Yeah.
After witnessing that same scene play out countless times, I'm sure the neighbors had me down a slightly spoiled little tomboy. Not that I noticed at the time, so caught up in every precious moment. Back then, my world consisted of nothing but the things before my eyes, the places my short legs could carry me, and it was more than enough. But eventually, my way of thinking did undergo a clear change.
Mm-hmm.
That day, a little while into my first year of elementary school, I proudly brought home my first perfect test.
Amazing. It really is a 100.
Oh my god. You do know the difference between red and green. That's my girl.
Hello, dear. Are you paying attention?
My stories are on. Oh yeah, sorry. I was so shocked I sort of stopped breathing for a second there. My diabetes is active.
I'm on diabetes.
I got the diabetes real bad.
Her dad's Wilfred Brimley.
I never say diabetes anymore.
No.
Ever since those stupid commercials, it's always diabetes.
Got the diabetes.
If you got diabetes.
Oh, man. Hey. Amazing as this is, that seems a bit over the top.
It's funny, the idea of my diabetes is acted up is hilarious. I can't help you right now. My diabetes is acting up. I'm having a diabetes attack.
Seriously, Daddy?
No, I think not. That was confusing. It said Daddy. Daddy used to get a few perfect scores himself. I used to pick up perfect 10s all the time. But I don't remember managing many in a subject as tricky as math. It's real easy when you drive up them in a Hemi. Guess you're not just an athlete, Sachi. You got some real brains.
I know how many CCs my engine's got.
That's the thing about them high school girls, man. I get older, and they stay the same age.
So it seems.
Certainly.
In celebration of your first perfect score, I'll have to outdo myself and make a real feast tonight.
Everybody put on your Sunday best.
Really? Yeah.
We're going to the Olive Garden.
When we're there, we're family.
At the time, I was a very simple person. Being praised makes me happy.
I mean, that kind of carries through everybody, I feel.
Right? Yeah, I like praise. Call me a pretty boy.
When I do well on tests, Mom and Dad are really nice. And the food at dinner gets better, too.
Endless breadsticks. Oh, my God. They never end. I only ate breadsticks.
Right? Who cares about breadsticks when Red Lobster has those cheddar biscuits?
Oh, those are good.
In that case, I'm going to get good scores every time. Having reached that conclusion, I shifted my efforts to my studies. I always listened carefully in school, and at home I'd voluntarily head off to my desk and pore over my books. Really pore? Like a pore on your skin? I thought it was pore like you are.
Apparently not.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm learning a lot here. A perfect score on your social studies test, too? Oh, my God. You're going to be president.
Yeah.
The teacher said I was the only one in the whole class to get 100 on this one.
Lately, you seem to have been studying hard at home as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing your report card.
I get hundreds on everything, so you don't really need to see it.
Right.
The harder I tried, the more my parents complimented me. The more effort I put in, the wider the smiles on their faces. It's like a weird Joker face.
Yeah, this isn't how kids work.
Right?
And then I hit high school, and I just kind of gave up.
Right.
That was all there was to it, but simple as I was, that was more than enough to motivate me.
And then I got the new Simple Plan album, and
I'm sorry, I can't be perfect. So focused on that clear objective, my great sword with astonishing swiftness.
I didn't even know there were numbers above 100. A certain place.
Ooh.
Come on, Sachi, we're going to go to my certain place.
We're celebrating you getting all B's and above on your report card today, Sachi. What a failure.
No dollar mine's getting B's. Wow, hand-rolled sushi?
You've really been working hard lately, you know. We've got to return the favor.
Return the favor? That's right. Putting in the effort is way easier said than done, after all. It's only natural I would praise you for pulling this off. Okay. That's right. I think a little reward may even be in order. I'll buy you anything you want, okay?
Ooh.
Can I get a Game Boy? We're a Game Gear family.
Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Blast processing, you little bitch.
Anything, dear. You might regret that one.
Hey, it's fine every once in a while. Come on, Sachi, what's your pleasure? I want a kitty carnival.
It's fine, we're going to the Dollar Tree.
I don't think I really want anything. Huh? Mommy and Daddy praise me. I even got to eat some sushi. I don't need anything else.
That's not how kids work.
Right?
Sachi.
Well, I bought you the Harry Potter Lego set. This thing was like $300.
Yeah, no shit.
Those were my true feelings. Of course, sometimes I did look at the pretty new clothes my friends wore and feel a little envious.
Just gonna buy the maid outfit.
And I sort of wanted to...
That's this whole story is just the origin of the maid outfit.
Yeah.
And
There's no dark past at all. It's just...
She's just freaking out because she's in a hospital gown. She's like, where's my maid outfit?
Right.
And I sort of wanted to visit those fancy amusement parks they talk about on TV, too. Kitty Funland. But when I went home after school...
I think that's a Rugrats reference. Like, I'm trying to remember.
Okay.
You got Kitty Funland?
Kitty Funland.
Yeah. Stu buys it for the babies, and he can't figure out how to build it, but then they have more fun with the boxes.
That's right.
Yep. Okay. Weird memory to have.
But when I went home after school, Mom and Dad were always waiting. The music box played its beautiful song in the background. Were they brainwashing me? And the people I loved had smiles on their faces. That was more than enough for me. That's not how kids work. But those tranquil days didn't last forever. One day, word got out that Dad's family had received a contract for grinding lenses that would be used on a space shuttle, leading to media interest in a TV interview. It was the Challenger mission, which everybody knows went perfectly.
Like, I enjoyed, my mom praising me, but I also wanted to get home from school and play NBA Jam.
Right? Or Tony Hawk.
Yeah, or Tony Hawk, apparently.
We'd contributed intricate metal molds that were now valuable manufacturing assets. With the sudden burst of publicity, a few major orders started trickling down to our workshop as well. Can you 3D print me a dodo?
That's a weird order.
Well.
Dad, I mean, how much you willing to pay? Dad had always been skilled, and now he had the chance to prove it. In the blink of an eye, rumors were spreading about the high-quality precision dies our workshop produced. Pretty sure that's supposed to be a Y.
Is it?
Die-casts? Tool and die, but yeah, I guess die-cast would be DIE.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Maybe they just make Dungeon and Dragon dies.
Oh, sweet!
They are 3D printing.
Before we knew it, our little branch of the business was flooded with more orders than even his parents' workshop. Fuck them. A year or so after these events, my life had changed dramatically.
Okay.
A certain place.
Jesus!
I'm home!
I brought myself a pterodactyl.
Yeah, they're be too busy to play with her now.
Welcome back. Back from school, I yelled out a greeting to the workshop and forced a habit. God, my memories are loud, but there was no answer from Mom and Dad.
Oh, no.
Instead, I was welcomed home by the drone of industrial machines, a constant companion from morning through night.
Okay.
I started making saw traps.
Yeah.
On the dining table, a gorgeous meal was waiting for me, but the clouds of steam that proved the food was freshly made were missing.
Oh, no.
Probably because it was ice cream.
Oh.
The pencils I used to wear down to the nub had all been replaced with nice new pens, but I no longer heard Dad's encouraging voice at my side when I studied. Yeah, write that shit. I could wear all sorts of brand new clothes, but Mom didn't sew shark appliques onto my dresses anymore. I had to make my own fanny packs.
Right. That's where her love of fanny packs came from.
Among all these, what hurt most was the simplest change of all. I no longer spent much time with my parents. It's weird that the parents got too cool for the kid. Producing metal dies is precision manufacturing, requiring both high technical knowledge and natural skill. It was extremely difficult to find qualified new employees for such small business.
I was going to say, why not hire people?
Yeah, just train them. Dealing with a workload that had suddenly doubled with the same number of people as before, there was no choice but to increase working hours proportionately. The amount of time Mom and Dad spent in the house became extremely limited, and the amount of time I spent alone grew dramatically. Even so, I wanted their attention just as badly as before. Sometimes I would sit up waiting, rubbing my drowsy eyes until the machines finally fell quiet. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Welcome home. Ugh. Hey, Sachi. You're still here?
Yeah. You're not 18 yet. Get the hell out of this house.
Job.
You're still up, dear?
Yeah. I really want to show you guys something today.
You have something to show us.
Uh-huh. Here, see, I got my first 100 on a science test today. Oh, see, you're really something else, Sachi. I don't give a shit about science.
Hippie shit.
Yeah, fucking bullshit.
Congratulations, Sachi.
Yeah. They teach you that evolution shit in my house. And when I did, my parents would still listen to what I had to say. But even then, they didn't smile like before. Their faces were always lined with exhaustion, their eyes dull. I knew they were busy because Dad's family had been on TV. I just had to tough it out a little longer and things would be back to normal.
But at least you're making money, right?
Yeah, rich and miserable.
Ugh.
I did my best to believe that. I waited as patiently as I could for my parents to get less busy. But rather than diminishing, the work kept pouring steadily in. Even after 3 months, then half a year, the situation didn't improve in the slightest. In fact, things eventually got so frantic that my parents hired a housekeeper to look after things.
There you go.
She cooked and took care of the laundry in Mom's place. She accepted the handouts I brought home. When there was a parents' night at school, she was the one who showed up. It's like JB. The housekeeper was a diligent person who took her job seriously, and she was always nice to me.
Everyone's connected.
Yeah.
And
it's like Final Fantasy VIII, where somehow they all grew up in the same orphanage.
Right.
It makes zero sense. But that wasn't enough. For some reason, I never felt particularly happy when the housekeeper patted my head gently and praised my achievements. She had really callous hands.
Mm-hmm.
So one day, taking advantage of a brief pause in the feverish activity in my parents' workshop, I rushed up to Mom and tried to show off my latest test.
I'm sorry, Sachi. Mommy's got to head out for a meeting with one of our client companies.
When will you be back?
Probably very late. Show me next time, okay?
Oh.
Boop.
Well, I finally got 100 on a Japanese test, and it's my worst subject.
All your tests are Japanese.
I was going to say, they're all technically Japanese tests. For the first time in forever, I couldn't get her to even glance at the paper. I still remember the shock of anger I felt, crumpling the test into a ball. I threw it into a trash can.
Uh-oh. She is going to go buy that Sum 41 album.
Right? I'm trying to think of like one other Sum 41.
I'm in too deep.
I think the first one I sang was Simple Plan, not Sum 41,
Probably, because the only one I can think of is In Too Deep.
Strolling through the party like my name is something something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get out drinking at the back of El Camino. God, they fucking sucked. On the night I turned 9 years old, neither Mom nor Dad were waiting for me. Instead, I was greeted by a feast our housekeeper had prepared, and another Harry Potter Lego set. I want the fucking Star Wars ones! Or maybe some Bionicles? Why don't they make those anymore? And a pile of presents stacked up on the table. But I didn't have the slightest interest in the food in front of me, much less the colorfully wrapped boxes. I didn't want boxes, I wanted toys. This stuff isn't what I wanted.
One of my Bionicles.
Right?
I never had Bionicles.
I had one. It was pretty cool.
I had Connects.
I never got connects. I was always a Lego boy. The only thing on my mind was conveying that simple truth to my parents, and so I sat and I waited. I got a chair that turned on a swivel and a single light bulb so I could turn it on and be all dramatic. Even when the clock ticked past 9 and our housekeeper headed home.
You're finally home.
Where have you been all night? Even when unfamiliar shows started to appear on the television, which I'd left on so I could hear the sound of human voices, I didn't budge. Tuna Fish Man! And a little after the hour hand on the clock crept past 11, the clamor of the machines finally came to a stop. They just go in there and turn it on and sit down like, finally. The only way we can get her to leave us alone. Looks like we'll be able to get them delivery tomorrow after all.
But we've got to get started on the next job right away or we'll never make it.
Don't sass me, devil woman. Yeah. Huh? Sachi.
Were you waiting for us to finish working?
Uh-huh. I see. Sorry to keep you up, kiddo. Oh, that's right. I know it's a little late, but happy 9th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
11 p.m. Happy birthday, Sachi.
Yeah.
I know we've been making you feel a bit lonely lately, so we sort of splurged on the presents, you know? What's the matter, Sachi? Don't you like your Harry Potter Lego set? It's the Ravenclaw expansion.
Oh, best.
Does your stomach hurt?
I like to think I'm a Ravenclaw, but I'm probably a Hufflepuff. Now that you mention it, she hadn't touched the meal, has she? Is your diabetes acting up? I don't want it.
I have diabetes.
You better watch out, because that runs in the family.
What?
I don't want the presents or the nice food. So, instead of eating steak alone, why don't you eat my ass and listen to a bunch of machines clanging? I want to eat curry together.
Before I knew it, the words had slipped out of my mouth, and tears were running down my cheeks. Those were the words I'd kept shut away tightly inside ever since the workshop got busy. My honest, selfish feelings. Curry?
My parents seem pretty happy about it, though.
Yeah. For the first time in forever, I was the spoiled little girl again.
Oh!
As soon as the words left my mouth, my parents' eyes opened wide with surprise.
Oh.
When that shock gave way to awkward, troubled expressions, I realized the mistake I'd just made.
I think it's the mistake they made.
Right?
I just said something really mean to Mom and Dad.
The instant I understood how selfish my words had been, my heart started to throb painfully in my chest. I stood up from the table and ran from the room.
It's the diabetes.
Trying to escape the sudden wave of guilt and diabetes.
She has no idea what diabetes is, so she just thinks...
That's why she's having, she's freaking out in the hospital bed. She's like, the diabetes has finally come for me.
She still has no idea.
Yeah.
What is diabetes? Oh, no.
Dashing in my room, I burrowed down into the futon and cried my eyes out. I was angry at my parents, who couldn't spare a single night for me, even on my birthday. And I was angry at myself for being cruel to my exhausted parents, who'd been forced to work by circumstances beyond their control. Maybe don't take as many orders. Tormented by this jumbled mixture of intense emotions, I cried into my pillow until morning came.
They didn't come oh, I guess she's fine.
Yeah. She'll get over it. What a fucking bitchy 9-year-old. Teenage years starting early. That was my 9th birthday. For my 10th birthday, I got a pony, so all was forgiven.
Yeah.
After that miserable day, I decided to change my way of thinking and start fresh.
That's not how kids work.
I just want to be a doormat now. Maybe finally saying that I'd kept locked inside helped. Maybe all the crying got all the poison out my system. Nothing like a good cry. Either way, I found a new conviction to cling to.
If what I've been doing ain't enough, I just have to try even harder.
Not merely devoting myself to my studies, I began to actively volunteer for class representative and other student government duties. I joined the debate club. I threw myself into anything that seemed like it might put smiles on my parents' faces, even learning to play the music box song they love so much.
I joined the literature club.
I played Risk in my student council meeting. Probably because of that broad-spirited effort, my results at school rose so high that I broke the top 10 list for our year. grades other than A disappeared from my report card entirely, and the comments were increasingly filled with effusive praise about how I'd become an example for other students. They all hated me for it. But even then... Dad, today was a closing ceremony, so I got my report card.
Go to her like... These parents suck.
Yeah. Oh, already that time of year, huh? And guess what? This time all my grades were A's. You think you're better than me? Okay, I'll take a careful look once I'm finished with this job. So can you wait just a little longer? Maybe get me a natty? Forget it.
That stuff tastes like piss water.
Like goat piss. In the end, nothing changed. Even when I brought home a straight A report card for the first time, I don't know why I'm still doing the high-pitched voice. Mom and Dad didn't pay attention to me like they used to. If the best possible results weren't good enough, it could only mean that my parents had started to hate me.
So then that was when she would be like, well, screw it, nothing matters.
Right, but then she doubles down, I guess?
Yeah.
No matter how good my grades got, it wouldn't make them start loving me again. They were probably working real hard on their jobs so they could get enough money to run away together. The more I thought, the more dejected I felt. Why had I even bothered to try so hard all that time? Before I knew it, my legs had carried me to the neighborhood park where we'd once played together as a family.
I'm gonna go play at the park.
And this is where she meets Yuji, I bet. This place still the same. The round bench at the center and the sandbox next to the ladybug. It's all just like it used to be.
Ooh, this gum is new.
That's a ladybug? It's blue. But I might never be able to play there again, not like I had before. I'm the saddest kid in the world. Abandoned by my own parents. It was only a few moments after I'd convinced myself of this that I noticed the mysterious boy.
That didn't take long.
Oh, he's very cute.
He's the saddest kid in all the lands.
He wasn't doing a thing, just sitting quietly on a swing, staring off into space with his gigantic head and his tiny arms. Those arms don't even reach his belt. I'd always thought of the park as a place where everyone played all the time, so that motionless boy struck me as out of place.
Poke him with a stick. Are you dead?
What's that kid doing over there? Is he dead? Only a few seconds after that first twinge of curiosity, I walked right up to him. Hey, is your diabetes acting up? Yeah. Hey, can you hear me?
So was mine.
Those swings look like they would not work well.
Huh? Yeah, oh well.
Like they're all like interlinked.
Yeah.
It seems like they would like grind and stick to where like if you got to the apex of a swing, like it would like buckle or something.
Well, probably.
Like I said, can you hear me? Maybe you can't then.
If I couldn't hear you, I don't think I'd be able to answer.
Well, aren't you a fucking asshole? Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
So, did you want something?
Yep. I was curious about what you're doing.
I'm sitting. Well, I wasn't doing anything, I guess.
Oh my god, they're fucking adorable. Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, my sister told me that sometimes people need to spend time doing nothing at all.
Your sister says some interesting stuff.
I only told you the one thing. Yeah, that's what everyone says.
Where's she at? I want to hang out with her. But you're in a playground, so there's lots of stuff to do. You could play on the ground. Wouldn't it be more fun to actually use that swing or play on the jungle gym or something, or that ladybug?
Or that cool house that's filled with gum?
We could play house and you can be the dog. Don't you think so?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay, then let's play together.
Huh?
I came here because I sort of wanted to play, and you just agreed that the playground's more fun that way. So there's no reason not to play together, right?
Ugh.
Come on, let's go. I had this girl in elementary school.
Yeah?
Like, because I was, sad little kid, shy, whatever. But
right.
There was always that girl that would be like, come do something with us. And then, like, I end up hanging out with the girls.
I never had that, where somebody reached out. They just let me sit there and be sad.
In, like, kindergarten and first grade, I feel like I went to, like, more girl parties than boy, get-togethers. Because, the girls would always invite me to that stuff. Because little girls always want to, like, play, like, being a mom or whatever, because that's what they know.
Right.
So they see, like, a sad boy, and they're just like, oh, I want to, you'll be our friend, and yeah. So, like, I ate that shit up.
I guess in kindergarten, I wasn't sitting there sad yet. I was playing.
I was just, I don't know, I was overly shy.
The boy looks... Oh, that's you.
Yeah, sorry. The boy looked so painfully bored that even the saddest kid in the world had forgotten to feel sorry for herself. As he blinked up at me, completely dumbfounded, I grabbed him by the hand and pulled him along after me. That was how I met you, Coon. What should we do first? Oh, wait.
What's wrong?
I forgot to ask what your name is.
Yeah, I guess you did.
Yeah, okay then, for the record. What's your name?
Yuji. Kazumi Yuji.
Kazumi Yuji, huh? Okay then, I'm definitely not going to say that wrong when I grow up. I'm going to call you Yuki from now on.
Huh?
It's easier to say, don't you think? Yes.
What's your name then?
Don't you fucking worry about it. I'm Sachi. Call me Sachi.
Sachi? Like an orca?
What the fuck? Call me a whale? Hey, you can mind if I smack you right in the kisser?
Sorry.
Anyway, you can call me whatever you want, except that.
Just don't call me late for dinner. Okay then, I guess I'll go with Sachan.
So it's Sachan after all.
I mean, nothing else really comes to mind.
You're kind of boring. I'm going to go play with this other kid. He looks cooler. Guess it'll have to do.
He's got tonkas.
Look at that patonka-tonk. After this brief exchange of introductions, we immediately got down to the business at hand.
What's playing tic-tac-toe in the sandbox?
Right. Okay, then we're starting with that one, you coon.
The jungle gym?
Yep. Whoever gets to the top first wins. Ready to go?
Wait, hold on a second.
I already said go. After deciding the event on a whim, I forcibly started the game. Yukun didn't have many suggestions himself, but when I pulled on his arm, he'd follow. Pretty heavy-handed, I know. Anyway, we must have been fairly evenly matched in reflexes and strength. Every game was a competitive match. I was always the winner, of course, but only by a narrow margin. That made the game much more fun, so I just kept going and going. Before I knew it, the sun had begun to sink below the horizon.
Oh, I think I need to go home pretty soon.
What? Is this late already?
Yeah, we ended up playing a whole lot.
Are you gonna be late? Sorry for keeping you.
That's okay. It'll be fine as long as I head straight home.
That's good then.
I live across the street. Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye, Yukun.
Bye. I don't remember your name.
Something about a whale.
Thanks for playing with me today.
Look at that booty. Kind of weird for the person who got dragged around all day to say thanks to the person who was doing the dragging.
Oh, he likes it.
It was all so odd that I thought about Yukun the whole way back home. I ended up so lost in thought that I barely touched the meal our housekeeper had made for me.
Better love story than Twilight.
That's impossible. Once he actually started playing, I think he enjoyed it just as much as I did. But when I was trying to think up new games, or when we stopped for a break, Yukun went right back to the expression I saw on his face at the start. Why was Yukun in that playground in the first place? It obviously wasn't to play. So did you see that new robot I made for you? Maybe something bad happened at his home, too. Partly out of simple curiosity, I decided that I wanted to see Yukun again. The very next day, I made my way back to the playground.
My sister's curry was too spicy, and I have the explosive diarrhea.
It's probably diabetes. Yeah. And sure enough, he was sitting on the exact same swing, the exact same downcast look on his face. That's real convenient for the person drawing these pictures. Hello there, Yukun.
Hi.
You answered me right away this time.
Well, yeah, you said hello to me again, Sachan.
Come on, we played together all day yesterday. We're friends now, right?
Friends?
Too early for that, maybe? You want to take it slow? We're work associates, I guess.
How about girlfriend?
No, thanks for calling me your friend.
I mean, you're my friend, but I'm not yours.
Did I say something weird?
Not really. I was just thinking that you kind of say thanks a lot, Yukun.
That's something else my sister told me.
You're kind of a soy boy.
People who can offer thanks to others have a happier road through life than people who can't, so...
You really love your sister, don't you, Yukun?
No. Huh?
Is my back sweating?
I mean,
you brought up her advice yesterday, too.
I guess I did, now that you mention it.
So, am I right?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Sometimes I don't really understand what my big sister's thinking, and sometimes she's even kind of scary. But she's normally really nice to me. I think I love her more than anyone else in my family.
I tell him that all the time.
No kidding.
One time I peeked at her in the shower.
What?
I probably shouldn't have said that.
But anyway, I agree with your big sister on this one, Yukun.
Really?
My mom says the same thing all the time. When somebody's nice to you, make sure you say thanks. So I can't really do her voice. So.
My mom's a bitch, though. So I guess you love your mom, Sachan?
No. Huh?
Since you brought up her advice.
Oh. Yeah, I love my mom and dad very much.
No kidding.
Yep.
Good talk. As the conversation moved on, we slowly learned more about each other. We loved everyone in our family. Like, little kids tend to do. That was surprisingly fun in its own way.
Hey, Yukun, we ran into each other again and all, so why don't we play some more?
I don't mind, but is it really any fun playing with someone like me?
Oh my god, get over yourself. Of course it is. You're pretty good at climbing and running yourself, so all the games we played were really close. I had a ton of fun yesterday.
Yeah, but you beat me in all of them, so I don't want to play again. Thanks, it's nice of you to say that.
There you go again.
Ah, you're right, thanks. I don't know why you said it there.
But that was fine by me. For some reason, every time Yukun said thanks in that slightly bashful voice, I felt genuinely happy. Wish he would have patted my head, though.
By the way, how old are you, Yukun?
I'm 10.
I'm old enough. Old enough for what? To party?
Whoa, I'm younger than you, huh?
Huh? Seriously? I was so sure it was the other way around.
Oh, really? Why'd you think I was older, Yukun?
Your giant tits.
What?
Oh.
That's just the diabetes.
I don't want to play anymore. I mean, you're stronger than me, and I'm a boy.
You're sexist. You're so mean, Yukun. That makes me sound like some kind of She-Hulk.
Don't worry, I'm into it. I mean, sorry.
You don't have to apologize. I'm not that angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm that angry.
Really? That's good.
I'd only been trying to tease the slightly timid Yukun a bit. But when he smiled with sincere relief to learn that I wasn't upset with him, I was surprised to feel my heart flutter briefly in my chest. Diabetes. Oh. By the way, Yukun, why'd you start coming to this park?
No, why'd you start?
Should I not have asked that question?
No, it's okay. I just came here because I didn't want to be at home.
I kind of thought so. Did something bad happen?
My mom's friend is over, and he gets really loud.
Yeah. Not really anything bad, but I don't want to be in the way.
In the way?
Yeah. You might not believe it, but my sister's what they call a genius. If she just studies a little, she can win first prize at anything. That's how smart she is.
Well, your sister's kind of amazing, Yukun.
That's what my dad says.
So she just studies basketball and then she's the world champion of basketball?
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
But lately she hasn't been winning that many awards. At home, she's been paying more attention to me than her paintings and stuff.
Because she wants to be the best.
Dad got really angry when he noticed that. He told me, "You're useless trash, but Kazuki's actually worth something. Don't drag her down with you." So I try to stay out of the house as much as I can to keep out of my sister's way.
What an asshole.
Sorry, not really an interesting story, is it?
You're not trash. You're at least like a recyclable or something. That's terrible. And so is your dad for saying it. I'll punch him in the nose. You're strong and fast. It's really fun playing with you. Just because your sister's smart doesn't make you worthless. That's just a mean, stupid thing to say.
He would totally remember this girl.
Right?
Sachan.
You're fine just the way you are, Yukun. So don't ever think you're an unwanted kid, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
I hadn't intended to cry, but I really was angry at Yukun's stupid dad. And the way he didn't belong in his own home reminded me so much of my own problems. Sort of got jumbled together in my mind. I wonder if he got bionicles.
He probably got all the bionicles.
I couldn't help shouting that it wasn't true, that I wasn't unwanted. I'm trying to wait for a transition to in the episode, but I don't know if there's going to be one.
No, I don't know. Sorry, don't cry, Sachan.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start sobbing all of a sudden.
It's okay. Thanks for getting mad for me.
That's not it. I'm mad because not like I like you or anything.
Because something bad happened at home, right?
I don't know why, but I just had a flash of like all of a sudden Yumiko. It just shows like fully grown Yumiko sitting at like off on the side.
Yeah.
Like always, she's just always in the background. It's like she hasn't aged at all.
But that doesn't matter. You still got angry because of what my dad said.
Of course I did. I don't think you're worthless, Yukun. I really don't. And I've known you for like a whole day, so I am an authority on that.
Yeah. So in return, I'll play anything you want today, for as long as you want.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Even a Playground Iron Man race?
What's that?
You really like Marvel, don't you?
Yeah. Playground Iron Man.
Yep. First time I tried this, Dad hurt his back and had to bow out halfway through. I think it's where he got diabetes. First you make castles in the sand pit, then 10 chin-ups and stuff, and 2 round trips on the monkey bars, too.
What's chin-ups and stuff?
Last up, endless swinging until you flip over the bar. That's the ultimate playground marathon.
That sounds a little...
Then how about playing until you have to go home, like yesterday?
Yeah, I'd be glad to.
Heh, all right, I'll settle for that.
That's what you want a girl to say is I'll settle.
Yeah.
That's how I get all the women I've been with.
I firmly wipe the tears from my eyes and sees Yukun's hand set off running for the seesaw.
From that moment, the day we sped past in a blur. The day sped played, but just blur.
You
know the words. I don't know
up.
how to read. Covered in sand, the two of us explored every inch of the park, playing and playing until well past the time we had to leave.
I hate sand.
It gets everywhere. It's coarse. All right, okay.
I mean, we talked for like 10 minutes at the beginning of this episode.
That's true. I'll let it go a little while. Let's see if it transitions.
And when I finally made my way home on that second night, I discovered a clear and pleasant change inside myself. For months, the drowning sound of the machines from the workshop had bothered me so much that falling asleep was always a struggle. But that day, I was snoring peacefully away the moment my head hit the pillow. Exhaustion from running around all day definitely had something to do with it. But more than anything else, I think it was because I suddenly felt so happy. In the park where I might never again play with my family, I'd stumbled across a nice boy my age. He was a sweet kid who said thank you at the drop of a hat, so things would definitely go well. We'd be best friends in no time. For some reason, I felt absolutely certain of that.
And then the bombs dropped.
As it turned out, my hunch was on the money. After those first few meetings, Yukun and I started playing together in the park pretty much every day. At first, we headed home quietly when the sun began to set, but after a while, we naturally started to say, "See you tomorrow." And when one of us couldn't make it for whatever reason, we let the other know in advance somehow. I don't know how, though. I guess the day before?
And cell phones. A certain place.
I mean, how old are they, though? I guess...
I don't know. Sachan, what are you doing over there?
I guess I always picture flashbacks with little kids into the 90s because that's when I was a little kid, but it's not necessarily when this was.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think... Well, yeah, I don't know. Have they said?
No, I mean, this game came out in 2013.
Right.
So I have to imagine...
And one of them had a flip phone in current day.
Yeah, so that's early cell phones.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, what does it look like I'm doing? I'm picking up the trash.
Yeah, but why? You didn't pick me up.
I mean, next time I come here to play, wouldn't it be nicer to find the place clean?
Yeah, this was... Yuji had this flashback already.
Yeah. Wow, you're so thoughtful, Sachin.
Huh?
I mean, lots of people might think the same thing, but that doesn't mean they'd clean up the mess themselves. And you did it without even thinking about it. You're kind of amazing. Did I say something weird again?
Nuh-uh. I haven't gotten praise like that in a while, so I was just a little surprised.
You haven't?
My mom and dad used to compliment me when I did something good. But right now, they're busy at work, so...
Okay, in that case, I guess I'll have to take over that job for now.
Huh?
I'm your dad. Doesn't seem hard to find stuff to praise about you. I think even I can handle this one.
You got a good face. Your eyes are the perfect distance apart.
That okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine, but...
Okay, in that case, I like your bow. Good job, Sachan.
Oh. With those words, Yukun brought his hand to rest on top of my head. It was far smaller than Mom's hand, let alone Dad's, and yet... In that moment, his hand felt gentler and warmer than any other I'd ever known.
Sorry, I've been sweating.
Thanks, Yukun.
I got sand in it and gum.
I got a cold. I got snot all over my hand.
Luckily, your hair's pink, so it won't show.
The origins of the pink hair.
Yukun didn't just play with me. He gave me the attention I'd been craving. When I did well or tried hard, he'd compliment me right away. When I messed up and tried something risky, he'd give me a few gentle words of concern. This is like way too young to be having daddy issues. Apparently, that also had something to do with his big sister's teachings. But whatever the case, Yukun's thoughtful warnings made me almost as happy as his praise. Lately, I'd started to wonder why I was trying so hard when no one even cared enough to look. But now Yukun was watching me. I had a new reason to do my best.
Yay!
Oh, we've done it.
That's probably a good.
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah, that's good. Let's start. No, shut up. Let's move on. I gotta take a drink and rest my voice for a second.
Yeah.
Whew. At least you're here. You're talking for Yuji now, so
That's true.
you're back.
I am back.
Oh, I blacked out for a second.
We don't have the sads yet.
No, not yet. But is this really all it is? They just ignored her? I mean, that's not great. That's terrible parenting.
Something tragic has to happen, right?
Yeah, I was like, is this really what drove her to she just seeks praise at all times?
I mean, I guess that could be. We just expect it to be tragic because of the first one.
Yeah. I just assume everything's going to be tragic in these games.
Right. I mean, because, yeah, they're all in that school for a reason.
Are they, though? Do we even know? Will we ever know? It was just like, there's special cases for all of them. But
right. So there has to be something.
yeah, I guess. We'll find out next time. No, we won't. We'll never find out. I'm never going to know. It's going to piss me off.
It's because of the diabetes.
It is the diabetes.